Hello again, and thanks for joining for another 4-H Friday here in Maine. My name's Tara Marble. I work for the University of Maine Cooperative Extension, and I am a 4-H youth development professional in Franklin County. Today, the activity that we're going to do is called Spreading Rainbows, and it's an investigation into the concept of capillary action. Now, that might not be a term that you're familiar with, but I bet you all have seen this in action. We are bringing you these videos so that you can have fun while at home using household materials, and you can investigate cool activities and science activities and art projects. The goal of today's activity is going to be observing the presence of capillary action through the changing of colored water. My kids who are going to be in this video, and they'll be helping out today as we explore this really cool scientific phenomenon. The materials that you're going to need are really easy and simple. You're going to need some water. You're going to need some small, preferably clear or glass jars or containers. And you will need some paper towels, which are kind of like, we cut these up already into like some smaller pieces. And you're going to need some food coloring. And the three colors of food coloring we need are going to be blue, yellow, and red.
They're the primary colors.
They are the primary colors. So primary colors, do you know what a primary color is?
They're the colors that you can mix together to get other colors. They make every single color in the world.
Essentially, yeah, you can make other colors from your primary colors. You're going to have 3 jars with water and 3 jars that are empty. And you're going to apply the food coloring in the jars that have water. For this step, adults can help kids with mixing in the food coloring. It can get a little messy sometimes, and be sure to wipe off the spoon in between mixing your colors. So you guys can see we have our 3 jars with liquid, with the water and the food coloring. You guys see that there? We're going to take your paper towels, and we've cut them so they're smaller, and you're going to take a paper towel and you're going to stick one end into a jar that has water and one end into the jar that doesn't have water, and kind of sit them on the bottom. And then we're going to do that for each one. Do you guys want to try? So is it moving?
Yes, it is.
It is moving. You see it? So you can already see the colors are going up the paper towels, and they're moving, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys know what paper towels are made out of?
Paper.
Where does paper come from?
Trees.
Oh, trees. Yeah, trees are big plants, right?
Yes, humongous.
So paper towels are actually made out of something called cellulose, which is like plant fibers. So when a tree is actually having water move up the trunk, this is something that you're seeing here. The same thing happens with our water in the cups. We're putting color here so you can see it. So the water is moving from the full cups, right, across the paper towels into the empty cups, and then back up again. So that action, it has a name. It's called capillary action. Have you ever heard of that before?
That one's going to be green, that one's going to be blue, and that one's going to be orange.
Well, is it blue? What happens when you mix red and blue? I forget.
Purple.
Purple. What about red and yellow?
Orange.
And then yellow and blue?
Green.
Oh, so we'll have to see if your predictions are right. And we're going to check back and see what happens to our moving rainbow. What do you think you see?
Red and yellow make orange. Yellow and blue make green, and blue and red make purple.
How many jars of colored water did we start with, and how many jars have colored water in them now?
So we started with 3, and 3 more appeared, and now we have 6.
We have 6 jars of water. Do all the jars of water, do they all have about the same amount now?
Kind of, yeah.
So how would you describe how that happened?
The paper towels traveled it.
Water moved from one jar to the other through the paper towel? What do you think, John?
After it got dipped, then it still had some left on it, so it made that color.
Yeah, so it carried it over from the other jars. So every jar now has water in it because this is what we call capillary action. This is how trees can move water from one area to another. And another example, that would be something like you drinking using a straw. You're using that action to suck up the liquid to another place. So you're defying gravity when you're using a straw, right? That's pretty neat. We'll check back in the morning when we wake up. So we challenge you to create your own version of this activity. You can do what we did here in the activity, and then you can expand upon it. Maybe try filling up all of the jars with water and have every other one have color in them, because we started with 3 empty jars, and you saw what happened when we used the paper towels across the tops of the jars. Now fill up every jar and see what happens. Read the instruction sheet for even more ways to expand this activity. We'd love to hear about your results, so make sure you comment and check out our Facebook page. Don't forget to use our hashtag, hashtag Maine 4-H Friday, hashtag Inspire Kids to Do, and hashtag Maine 4-H. We will see you next Friday. Thank you so much for watching.